Today we'll be talking about a Korean drama on Netflix. It's about halfway through now. It's called My Royal Nemesis. It's a kind of like a fish out of water slash time travel type of show. It stars, let me check my TV here, Ji-yeon, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, and Nam-Jun. Anytime I watch these kind of shows, always compare them to Mark Twain's Connecticut Yankee and King Arthur's Court. To me, that's like the best the best story ever told about people from one era getting transported to another era. I think that's the gold standard. I think a lot of you would agree with that. For a lot of you who was wondering who these actors are, Ji-yeon. She starred in the great TV series The Glory. Is a good revenge story about school bullying and how that affects people's lives. She's the main villain in that one. Here she is the heroine. She's also played some other good TV shows here lately, like Nice Not to Meet You and Lady OK. I can't remember the full title. Anyways, let's get into this. First off, our two leads have great chemistry together on screen. They really do play off each other very well. Really like their interactions. The writing in this is very great. At least the transcriptions is, the subtitles. I don't know if that's what they're actually saying in Korean because I don't speak it. But it looks like the dialogue is fantastic. They give and they take just as well as they kind of butt heads with, a title of Nemesis means that the leads are not always getting along. And this is kind of true in the first two episodes. If you don't know what this is about here, our female lead here, she is actually like one of the wives of the king back in the Joseon era. She's getting poisoned or executed, forced to commit suicide for some kind of atrocity. And she gets transported into modern day Korea, where she runs into a CEO. All these Asian shows usually have a CEO tycoon type of character. Plays into that fantasy. Anyways, all these characters are in this movie kind of have a place to play back in her original time period. It seems like these two in a previous life had some kind of romantic connection going on. And the villain antagonist was the king back then who ordered her execution. Him and the male lead are going head to head in the modern day to take over the family business. This movie show is very funny. I find myself laughing a lot. She plays the fish out of water very well with the new trying to adjust to the modern life. You get the scene where she's in a car, which she's called I can't pronounce it, Panquin, whatever, those things that the boxes those people used to get to and they carry. Well, she's calling cars those things. They're going about 15, 20 miles per hour. She's getting very car sick because she's not used to the speed. That's kind of like a trope, your typical thing. This one thing I have noticed is that this TV series isn't really breaking any new ground. It's not being very innovative. It's pretty much playing to your regular tropes. However, it's doing those very well. I really love the series. I'm not such a romance kind of guy when I watch shows, unless they're funny, and this one does tickle the funny bone a lot. But it also has just enough of a political drama or business political drama going on in the background to keep my interest. That's what I really like about it. I like shows like that where it's not solely on this relationship. Will they or will they not get together? So if you like those kind of shows where, of course, this is heavily romance, but if you like those shows where you do have like the business, politics going on as well, this one will be for you. It covers all those bases. I liked a little bit of a mystery so far. These first 6 episodes haven't really touched upon what happened to the person her soul is encumbering right now. We don't really know what happened to her. Did she commit suicide? All we know is she's getting ready to die in her time period. Next thing we know, she's transported into another person's body who's in the middle of filming a period piece. Basically, I think the person is playing her in the modern days. But other than that, excuse me there, we don't really know what's happened to the person she is controlling, I guess you could say, or possessed or whatever. It's not a possession story, but anyways, you know what I mean. Whose body her soul has entered. We know a lot about this person's background. She has no parents. She has a loving grandmother. She once was a child star who kind of lost favor in the entertainment business, and now she has to get these side road gigs and very minimal parts. So it does kind of touch that basis on Korean entertainment industry. So I'm expecting the second half of the series, since we're about the halfway mark, probably touch a little bit more about what happened to this modern day person. Why was she entering her body, stuff like that. As far for the romance angle, it's going on pretty good, but it's still, if you've seen one Korean drama, you've basically seen them all with this. Will they, won't they? We finally got to a part where it seems like they might actually accepted the feelings that they have for the other lead. However, from the previews I've seen for episode 7, it seems that she's going to play off that she's drunk, and she's going to be the one denying her feelings for our male lead, while the first 6 episodes was the male lead falling for the female lead, but kind of in denial. And, you always get that treating them very well. But like I said, the two actors really do play off each other very well, and this is very well acted and written, like I've already covered. What I expect to happen in the next 8 episodes, this last half of this, I think eventually here we are going to get to knowing what's happened to the female, the body of the female lead covered, why she possessed her. It looks like one of the frustrations I have is that the antagonist is making all the moves, while the male lead here, he's not really doing anything to contradict his evil cousin trying to take over what he should be inheriting. Maybe he is, but it's kind of in the background, because a lot of times when it looks like he's going to be trying to make some moves to stop his cousin, the camera and the story kind of fades to black, so we don't really see what he's doing to counteract. We do have a third or second female lead here. We don't really know what her goal is in this one. We know that she had a blind date, and she was trying to get in one of these marriage conveniences with our male lead, and it feels like they had some kind of deal going on. But at the end of episode 6, it looks like she could be perhaps going to backstab him and go with the antagonist and marry him and have some kind of a relationship with him. That's kind of up in the air. Some of my predictions here is that we have the uncle who's in charge of the company, of the family business. He's in the process of deciding who he wants to follow him. I'm pretty sure this goes with your normal Korean drama. Our antagonist guy is going to kill off this uncle and fake some documents, making everybody think that he's the one who is going to inherit the company. We'll see, but I'm pretty sure that's where we're going with this one. Eventually, we're getting that territory where the male leads will actually be, the two leads will actually be a couple. How do I think this will end? Just going by these 6 episodes, will she go back to her own time period? Is this going to happy or a sad kind of ending? I'm thinking we're going to have a good ending on this one. But the question will be is, what time period will she end up with? I got to say she's probably going to end up in the modern time period. After all, she died in her own time period. I don't think her history will be rewritten. We see that in the modern days, people see her as the evil concubine of the Joseon period. That part will stay the same. But she'll probably end up possessing this person's body. Why? We don't know yet. What's your guys' think about this? Do you think that she'll stay in this time period, stay in this person's body? Why do you think that she was able to inhabit it, this modern day girl's body? Is it actually her being reincarnated and then just somehow losing her modern day memories but regaining all her past memories? I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Because, in these kind of stories, there has to be some kind of mechanism to bring the two leads together at the end, especially if it's a happy story. That's why I always feel like the King Arthur, the Connecticut Yankee and King Arthur's book, Court, is like the best of these types because the ending is bittersweet. He went back to time, found love, got transported back to his modern time, and of course it ends with him being separated from his love. Of course, he's dying at the end, so perhaps he can meet her in the afterlife. But if you have never read A Connecticut Yankee and King Arthur's Court, it's a definitely read. It's funny. It has a lot of social comedy, social issues back from that time period. However, what is great about it is that you can apply those same social issues that it's talking about in the time period that it was written, that Mark Twain was writing about. A lot of them applies to our own time periods, especially when it comes to economy, social standings, slavery, all that good stuff, or bad stuff, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, I'm enjoying my Nemesis, my Royal Nemesis. I think it's very great. Looking forward to see how it ends. My only thing is I watched all 6 episodes in one day, and I was getting a little burnt out there at the end of episode 6, just because the relationship wasn't moving as fast as I would like it to. I'm hoping having a week off, I won't be so burnt out on it. Anyways, what's your thought about my Royal Nemesis? Thank you for hanging out for 13 minutes, and have a great day. Bye.